Ahoy hoy, I'm Captain Boomies, and I have spent my entire life at sea obsessing about yachts. Join me as I take an up-close and personal look at some incredible vessels, revealing what it takes to craft some of the most jaw-dropping yachts on the planet, and more importantly, how folks enjoy them. Whether you're reeling in a big one, plunging into the sea, or just throwing one heck of a party, there's a million ways to soak up the fun. Let's dive into the yacht life.
Sure. Sorry, I get too much in there.
I want the outtakes of this.
Yeah. Hey, I'm John.
Hey, I'm Delisha.
We're in Knoxville, Tennessee, and checking out our HCB yacht for the first time.
I grew up on the Gulf of Mexico and Mobile, Alabama, and so I had family that was all into boating, fishing, shrimping, you name it, and that's my peaceful place. So for us to get out and enjoy it, whether it's on the lake or on the ocean, is what I really enjoy.
And for me, using a boat is, you actually breathe on the water. My job is in finance, and my role is a fairly high pressure role. And so it's great when I can get away and just disconnect.
We use it for the ultimate relaxation.
Yeah, exactly.
We like to just kind of go out and kind of anchor down somewhere and enjoy a cove, lounge in the water and enjoy the weather.
Yeah. Obviously a lot of boats out there, and the large center console boat concept have been around that long. I think HCB kind of created that space. And we had looked years ago on some trips down to the BVI's, some center console boats, not HCB, much smaller and 2 engines in the back. We saw the HCB boats and how it looks like they had combined that yacht and cruiser experience into a center console boat with multiple engines off the back of it. I think you can get up to 5 or 6 engines. We're looking at 4 engines on our boat and cruising speeds that are in the 40s and top speeds into the 60s or 70s, which is fantastic.
It was a great experience in designing the yacht. HCB was phenomenal in walking through that process, and we were able to kind of give our wish list and our dream list of what we wanted, and they were able to pull textiles, pull colors, and help us really bring that to life through the process. Being able to really customize and pick exactly what we wanted was a huge benefit.
We may be taking delivery of the boat, but it was their boat. They designed it, they built it, and they have so much pride in that. Not just on the factory floor from the folks that are building these boats, but even in the design room. Of course, we're here in East Tennessee, so everyone's friendly, by and large. But they really are extremely professional. At the same time, very, very welcoming, very friendly experience.
After picking everything out, they walked through the production of the boat and would send us photographs along the way. And then we had the kind of final walkthrough in the factory before it was finished. And we haven't seen it in the water since it was completed. So there were still some things that were being done before they put it in.
I can't wait to go see this yacht.
We're in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the Arnolds are getting their brand new Lujo today. I'm so excited. I've never been there when somebody actually gets delivery of their brand new custom yacht. This will be cool. I'm here on Tellico Lake, getting ready to show the Arnolds their brand new yacht. And I have Amber with me from HCB. She's the person responsible for taking people from A to B on the crucero experience. Amber, it looked like you did so much work to prep and stage this yacht for them. What goes into that?
Well, there's a lot that goes into the staging of the delivery. We have had such an amazing experience with the Arnold so far. I really want the delivery day to exceed their expectations. So we have put a lot of work into the staging of the boat, and I really can't wait for them to see it.
Oh, this is too exciting. You really were working so hard over there. There's so many beautiful details that you put in place. And I've never gotten to participate in a delivery before. This is very exciting. Here they come.
Hey, Amber.
Hey, Amber.
How are you all?
Good. Hi.
This is Captain Boomies.
I'm Captain Boomies.
So nice to meet you.
Meet you both. Don't look yet. I want it to be a surprise.
Sit over there.
No! Come on, let's go.
All right.
I am so excited about that new boat smell.
I would say I'm most excited just to see it in the water. We've seen renderings, we've seen things along the way and photographs, but to see it floating in the water all together is going to be the best part.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so pretty.
That is really gorgeous.
I love. It's the personal touches.
Did you see their faces?
Yeah, the little welcome mat is incredible.
The welcome mat.
Amazing.
You don't get more custom than this.
Yep. The one thing that we really wanted to do was kind of recreate a paint pattern that we had actually designed a couple of years ago with the plane that we have. And talking to HCB, they were saying that was a great idea because they had not really been able to use certain stripes on a boat before. And even on the engines turned out just fantastic in the sense of how they look, and they're very unique.
Okay, talk to me about this stripe that you've got here.
Yeah, it looks perfect, and the way the water line is hitting it, that was one thing I was concerned about seeing it in the factory, but seeing in the water, it's absolutely perfect.
And that customization process with them with the stripes, I think they enjoyed it as much as we did. Being able to get everything exactly the way we wanted and the stripes to line up and water lines, being able to hand paint them, they had not been able to do that before.
Personally, I am obsessed with the two-tone seats.
Yes.
Yeah, the chair backs in that dark color really stand out.
And the headrest, making that a different color, what a great decision you guys made right now.
And we even did the stitching in the blue that is the blue stripe.
Oh, that is so pretty. That paint job, am I right? Apparently they have a matching jet. Yeah. Do you love it?
Love it.
Absolutely love it.
Okay, Amber, this is glorious.
Do you like that?
I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah.
You want to talk about customized? Oh my goodness, this floor mat alone is so spectacular. But you've done so much more. Tell me, what am I seeing here?
Well, we just want to make this day extra special, just as customized of a day as the boat is. And so, we just want to put some of these extra little touches just to make the day go great.
I think you've nailed it. Can we get on board?
Absolutely.
Permission to come aboard.
Granted.
Welcome aboard.
Awesome.
Hi, Cameron.
The customer service and the personalization throughout the whole process was really just over the top. I mean, from the very beginning until now, it has been one surprise after another of things that they do for you and to keep you in the loop as to the process of building the boat.
Cameron here is part of the HCB team, and he's going to be our captain today. So we went matchy-matchy for captain's sake. Captain to captain, delivering a yacht to somebody has got to be the coolest thing ever.
Amber, these are great.
I'm so glad you like it. We really wanted to make this such a great experience for you guys on delivery day, so bringing in this custom stuff was just an exciting thing for us to do.
It's such a personal touch. I love it.
I've got one more surprise for you. Are you ready to take the boat out?
Absolutely.
I'm ready to get this thing off the dock. Let's do it. This is it. The owner gets to throw the throttle down for the first time. Oh, I got goosebumps waiting.
So take them up easy, or just don't throw her.
It's up to you. I say hammer down. That's the whole idea. Is you're trying to get the natural reaction. That is the idea, right?
True.
I've never gotten to be here for this.
So is everybody ready?
Do it! She's real fast. Ooh. I love boat rides! It's so important to give good education to a new owner of a yacht. If they're gonna be running it, they need to know how to use it. Cameron's on it.
So we've got 3 Garmin MFDs here at the helm, 2 12s and a 16 in the center. All of these screens are fully multifunctional, so any of the features that the boat has, you can display on any of the screens. You can see we've got our radar up on our port screen, our navigational charts on the center, and then we've got a combination of our seakeeper controls, audio, and our sounder over here on the starboard. A couple things to note about the binnacle control here is we can go from a 2-lever control for docking and things like that to when we're running, we can put it into a single lever control so that all your engines sync up and you can control everything from one lever. It's really convenient for a long run, makes operation a whole lot easier. Up here on your starboard side, we've got your VHF. This is a combination unit, so it's got all of your VHF controls as well as the microphone all in this handheld unit. Nice and convenient. As far as the rest of your boat control, hidden under these 2 hatches here, we've got all of your buttons for controlling any other functionality on the boat. So all of your lighting is over here on the starboard side, and then all of your pumps, bilge pumps, windlass control, and live well and fish box pumps are over here on the port side.
Got a little surprise for them. Okay, I've got something to christen the boat.
Wow. Wow.
The perfect day is always a day on the water. And of course, one for you. Here's to you and your new boat.
Cheers.
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 Okay, and now, as tradition, you have to pour some for Poseidon.
Absolutely. Hold. I christen thee AC. We named it AC, A and then SEA. Our daughter's name is Abby Claire and she goes by AC, so it was a play on her name.
How was your first ride?
It's fantastic.
It was amazing.
Ran great. She ran
Amazing.
great.
What did it feel like when you put the throttle down for the first time?
Felt like you were on a racetrack. We hit well above 65 miles an hour, I think. So right about there, yeah.
That's why I have
We were moving.
fabulous
We were
boat hair
moving
right now.
Yep.
We felt it in the back, didn't we?
It was fantastic. How do you feel touching, smelling?
Perfect. Everything's perfect.
It's overload.
Yep.
It's overload. It's
Yep.
amazing.
Yep. More than I expected.
Yes.
Way
absolutely.
exceeded expectations. Far exceeded. So the crucero experience lasted about 9 months for us. We had a little bit of head start with the paint job in figuring out how that would work into the boat. Very short turnaround on any and all questions we had. And really, we made very few changes along the way. I mean, they seemed to get it the first time.
And was there ever a time that you were nervous about how it would come out?
Not really.
No.
No. The whole process has been we've been very involved, and that's the way the HCB folks have made us feel like we're part of the team.
We were so involved in the process and part of it that there were no surprises in a sense of not knowing what to expect. They were great.
I love that. So did you have any inkling that you would get all of these gifts and surprises when you took delivery?
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
I've been buying boats since I was 19 or 20 years old. It's
Never.
No. You get a key and sometimes you get a tank of gas.
Like I said, the personal touch and the customer service that they have provided is so far above and beyond anything you could imagine.
Here's to you then.
Cheers to Amber.
Done, Amber.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Cheers
HCB.
to you all.
Cheers to HCB.
Cheers to HCB.
Hearing firsthand about the crucero experience, I'm so jealous. I really want to do it myself. Now that you have her, what are you most excited to do with your new yacht?
I think the first thing may be to do the Vol Navy.
So Vol Navy stands for Volunteer Navy, but what they're really talking about is effectively college tailgating on the water. You go to the Tennessee Stadium by boat with 2,500 other boats out there. It's wild. It's very nautical too.
It's very nautical. Yes, yes. And then for me, it's going to be really exciting to explore parts of Florida and enjoy some salt water that I've never really enjoyed other than just some small charters and things of that nature, but this can be fun.
See what it can really do.
Major adventure.
You know, we can go from Florida to Bahamas to Key West to wherever. And so we're looking forward to expanding the horizons with the new boat.
I think what's so interesting about this is it's a small enough yacht that they absolutely could transport it anywhere in the world and then take their jet there. Pretty cool.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
You deserve a special treat as well. So I want to pull the curtain back a little bit and talk to you about what it's like to purchase true luxury items. And this yacht counts as one of those. Amber is an absolute expert in what it takes to wow somebody who has everything already. Where do the ideas for these special touches come from?
Yes, well, when we were first designing the crucero experience, we did a lot of benchmarking research, just talking with other brands in the luxury space and, talking to them about how their buyers purchase their products. And so that was really what I wanted to do, is take from those brands and, some of the special touches that they do, put the HCB twist on them and really bring it home, because, our customers, they're used to buying these luxury items, and so they not only expect it, but we want to over deliver and exceed their expectations.
I think you nailed it on board this one. And it's the kind of thing that as yacht crew, we were always trying to achieve. We were always trying to make things that much more surprising, that much more special. And man, could I learn a few things from you. Thank you so much for today, Amber.
Thank you.
I love getting to participate in this. Let's go for more boat ride. All right, we're back at the dock. First impressions.
Wow.
This boat is a beast.
Isn't she? Isn't she?
Absolutely.
God, it felt
Wow.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about all the choices you made?
Perfect.
It's nothing. Yeah, perfect. Nothing
Perfect.
Nothing I would change. Nothing I would change.
Were you surprised by Amber's little touches?
Oh,
Absolutely.
well, not really.
Over,
Not
above.
really. Not really, because again, the experience we've had from the get-go has been just
That's true.
absolutely top shelf, first class, beyond first class, and she continues that delivery from the planning of the boat to delivery of the boat. It's been perfect the whole way.
Amber, I'm going to put you on the spot here. How was it working with these folks?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing from beginning to end, from the beginning design process all the way to today. It's just been so much fun working with you all, and just really such a pleasure.
It's been great.
It's been wonderful. Thank you.
But they're part of the family now,
That's
right?
right.
We're incredibly pleased.
We're part of the
That's
HCB
right.
family
That's
for sure.
Yes.
How do I get adopted?
You can be a captain.
I can do that. There we go. All right, I've got to get going. Thank you so much for having me. It really was so special being able to be here for the delivery of this yacht.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Enjoy it so much. I'm sure you're going to make a million great memories.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bon voyage! Today was incredible. I feel like I got to go on the crucero experience myself. I could do this every day. Fortunately, I do. And you get to come with. We can't talk about yacht customizations at HCB without talking about the crucero experience. Can you explain to me what the crucero experience is?
Yes, crucero in Spanish means journey. So I am able to actually walk all of our clientele through the journey of building their yacht. So I touch base with them as soon as they become a customer, all the way through post-delivery and even years after that.
What does that feel like when I come in and I see this beautiful room, and then do I meet you right away?
Well, actually, the process starts even before you get here. From the day that they decide that they'd like to move forward with an HCB, I'm in touch with our clients to coordinate the visit here to the factory, which is the first step of the process of crucero. They come here to our factory and meet our team here, and we sit down together in our showroom, and they get to see all of the beautiful materials that go into building their yacht.
So since the sky is the limit here, no compromises, seems like a big challenge would be for you to help me make all of those decisions and really whittle it down until I have the exact right boat that I need for how I'm going to use my yacht.
Yes, and I think how we help to do that is really getting to know the customer and getting to know their family and how they use their boats. So what are the activities? Do they like to fish? Do they like to dive? Do they like to cruise? Are they entertainers? Do they like to have loudspeakers and big parties? And what's kind of the direction that they like to go? And then, you know, we can pull in the right decisions to help guide that process for them.
So essentially, you're designing a yacht around their life, and you're helping design their life by designing that yacht.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. When the Arnolds started their crucero experience, what was absolutely the top of their list?
Well, the Arnolds, they love to travel. And so their most important thing on their wish list was to be able to match their plane to their boat. And so we actually were able to take the same colors and the same color scheme that is in their plane and actually match it to the bootstrap on their boat.
So are you saying that they take their plane to their boat?
Sometimes.
Any pro will tell you that the most important thing for good paint is good prep, but it doesn't hurt to have a mega paint shop. The Arnolds told me that before they even got to see their yacht, they received a gift from you all.
Yes.
A model of their yacht.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's actually one of the touch points of the crucero experience. We custom build completely scaled replica model of their yacht that's actually in progress in the factory. So at the same time that they're receiving photos of their boat in progress, they actually will receive a scaled model of the complete boat so that they can see what their boat will ultimately look like when they take delivery in a few months. So it's really a fun thing to create some excitement prior to taking delivery.
What a fun gift. I love that.
It is. It's a great gift. People love it. The crucero experience has so many touch points. It's really more than just buying a boat. When you buy an HCB, as cheesy as it sounds, we like to say you are joining a family, because our ownership group really is a tight-knit group of owners, and we are constantly in touch with them. It's not a process where you just take delivery of your boat and then we never see you again. Several people here at the factory, as well as our dealer network, are consistently in touch with all of our owners, on a regular basis.
I love that. Is there anything extra special that you do when clients come?
Biggest part of it is just staying in touch with our clients and finding out, little things that we can do to make things special for them. And so many times we'll have either an assistant or, a family member or a captain that will give us a little bit of intel ahead of time. And so it's not unusual for us to throw a birthday party or to have, their favorite song playing when they walk out to the factory to see their boat for the first time. It's these little touches like that that really go a long way with the owners and that really make their experience with us very memorable.
There is no more perfect day.
Great, yeah, I was glad you did that. That's perfect.
Okay, I've got something to christen the boat.
Back up. This is why we do multiple.